lovelies, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you are new around here, my name is Kirsty. I make psychic and spiritual videos every single week on the channel. So if you do enjoy that kind of content, then please do stick around and subscribe to join our lovely community. As you can tell by today's title, I am reading for Beyonce and Jay-Z. Now Beyonce gets frequently requested, please can you do a Beyonce update, please can you do a Beyonce update. I didn't realise how long it had been since I'd read for Queen Bee. It has been nearly 2 years. Now, wow, I can't believe that. And I read for Jay-Z about a week after I did Beyonce, so it's been about 2 years since I did him as well. So I'm interested to see how the energy has changed, what their relationship dynamic now looks like, because last time it wasn't looking good. If you've watched my psychic Q&A, people did ask questions about Beyonce, and I feel like this is going to be a really positive, good, healing, new birth of self year for Beyonce. Lots of good, exciting projects coming up. So if you do enjoy this reading, please do hit a lovely thumbs up. Please do leave your favourite Beyonce and Jay-Z songs in the comments down below. My favourite Beyonce song, that's a really hard question. I love EXO, I do love EXO, but I don't think I could pick a favourite of hers because she's got so many. And Jay-Z, I love Song Cry. I love Song Cry by Jay-Z. I will leave their previous videos down in the description box below. I'll be honest, I don't love their previous readings. They were both quite dark. So let's see what the energy says here. Let's get into it. So, really interestingly, the first thing I actually picked up when I started to connect to their energy wasn't for either Beyonce or Jay-Z, it was actually for Blue. And when I read for people, I don't tend to channel their kids because I just don't cross that line. But what I will say is I see an exciting project coming up for Blue this year. And if we don't see it for her this year, I feel like this year she's actually going to be offered it. So it may be coming in the next 2 years, definitely in the next 2 years. And I feel it's like a film role or a modelling contract. So I see Blue getting into the industry. I feel like she was born to do that anyway. I feel like Blue is a very intelligent child, and I don't want to get too much into her energy. Like I said, I don't like to cross that line, but I have to say that I did see that there for her straight away. So I'm going to do my normal clarity and guidance spread. So that's 8 cards to symbolise, Beyonce and Jay-Z, and then I'm going to pick 1 moon card for each of them. 2 of Cups, not surprised to see that flip over straight away, because already as I connect with these two, I feel like the energy compared to last time when I read for each of them, although it was separate, when I connected with their relationship, it didn't feel good, but now it feels a lot better. It feels like they've healed. I feel like they've been through therapy together. Which is really strange because I didn't think Jay-Z was going to go for that, especially looking at his energy last time. But I feel like there's been a maturity in their relationship. And Spirit are just literally surrounding them in this white light, which tells me that healing has taken place, which is really, really beautiful. Now, another thing I'm picking up... more so for Beyonce this, I don't know if Ivy Park has a male collection, but I see some kind of collaboration with a male in regards to Ivy Park. So I see some kind of male clothing coming from Ivy Park for Beyonce. So that's really interesting. I don't know if she already does male clothing, but it's like a new range if she does, or just a new collection. Yeah, really, really interesting. They've just thrown that in. Okay, so that's 2 of Cups and 5 of Swords. Okay, Beyonce and Jay-Z. Beyonce and Jay-Z. Whew, Beyonce and Jay-Z. Beyonce and Jay-Z. Okay. I also see for them a tropical island. I know that's really strange. I don't know if they're going to buy a house in the Caribbean. I would imagine they already have one. But, or whether they're going to move to the Caribbean. I see them on a Caribbean island, or whether a story's going to break when they're in the Caribbean. I just keep seeing visions of them in the Caribbean. Okay, right. Beyonce and Jay-Z. Beyonce and Jay-Z. Beyonce and Jay-Z. Okay, yeah, this is looking good for their relationship. It's looking positive, Beyonce and Jay-Z. Oh, as always, lovelies, if you're new around here, whenever I read, a card always falls on the floor. It's like tradition now. I'm just going to move you back because I realise you can't fully see all the cards, so forgive me. Just going to draw you back slowly. There we go. There we go. That's better. Okay. Beyonce and Jay-Z, Beyonce and Jay-Z, Beyonce and Jay-Z, Beyonce and Jay-Z, Beyonce and Jay-Z. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I feel like Beyonce's energy is really dominating here. I can't feel a lot of Jay-Z coming through, I'll be honest. This is all her. And like I said, this is a really big year for Beyonce. I think Beyonce is turning 40 this year. In fact, yeah, she is. She is turning 40 this year. I feel like she's going to do a lot of releases of things in celebration of that. A new album could be... She's working on something. She's working on something special. And again, they just keep bringing forward Blue. So keep an eye out for that, because some exciting news and new projects coming. Okay, Beyonce and Jay-Z. Ooh, Beyonce and Jay-Z. Oh, okay. That just flew out. This just screams Beyonce to me, I'll be honest. I'm looking forward to seeing what moon card comes out for Jay-Z, because I don't see a lot of his energy here. I feel like he's I feel like he's just taken a step back and is running a lot of things from behind the scenes. Jay-Z's getting older, and I feel like as he gets older, he's removing himself more from the game, as Spirit have actually said it to me. I feel like he's removed himself more from the public eye. And even Beyonce, you know, Beyonce is still there and she does post every now and then, but he's happy for her to do that. But for himself, he's withdrawn himself a lot more. And do you know what I found out the other day? And no one corrected me on this, lovelies. I have been calling Jay-Z's record label Rockefeller for like ever, because, you know, I am a 90s baby. I grew up knowing it as Rockefeller. It's not even called that anymore. His record label is called Rock Nation. No one updated me. No one gave me the heads up. Okay. Right, let's pull moon cards. So Spirit, I would like one moon card each. First we will do Beyonce and then we'll do Jay-Z. Oh yes! Come through, B. Come through. Okay, and Jay-Z. Spirit, please show me Jay-Z through the cards. That's real interesting. And maybe that's why his energy isn't coming through so strongly here, because her energy is like here and she's ready and she's vibrant and she's excited, but Jay-Z's energy isn't really as present. And the card that's actually come through for Jay-Z is a time for healing. So that's really interesting, which would explain why he's maybe pulled back a bit and why his energy isn't really here. So let's have a look at the cards. I'll be honest, it all feels pretty positive if I look at the cards. What I will say is this, right? When I did kind of get a little bit of Jay-Z's energy of what I did get, Spirit wanted to surround him in a lot of protection. And the crystal they actually gave him was the tiger's eye. They gave Beyonce the amethyst. Amethyst is calm, collected, you know, a relaxation crystal, a crystal that calms you and soothes you. And tiger's eye is a protective crystal. And I did feel that there are some men in suits kind of after Jay-Z. And it's interesting because the Justice card does show up there. So I don't know if Jay-Z's got some kind of lawsuit coming or on his hands. But there's just something about him that has retreated. So anyway, first cards, very good. 2 of Cups and the Lovers. I mean, if we're dealing with a relationship reading, I don't know what other cards you would want to come out except the Ace of Cups, but these two together are equally as powerful as that. 2 of Cups represents a loving commitment, an equal relationship. The cups are equally full. You are each other's equal. You are each other's match. I feel like for a long time with Beyonce and Jay-Z, it was very like power struggle. Like he would be the dominant one and then he would do something wrong and then she would have the power. And they used to play this like ball game with power. And I feel like also with Jay-Z, he was very hung up on the fact that his wife was Beyonce. And I feel like that was a lot of his problem. Like he... You know, Beyonce is absolutely idolised by men and women all across the world. And I feel like Jay-Z struggled with that a little bit. He struggled with the fact that he was happy for her, don't get me wrong, but I feel like I'm proud. He was happy for her and happy for her success. But it was almost like he became Beyonce's husband. Even though he was a, you know, successful person in his own right, I still feel like he felt in her shadows. And that's where this kind of, I feel like that's kind of, not partially, I don't think you can, I mean, not partially, not fully, I don't think you can blame it fully on that, but that's where this kind of cheating and stuff happened, because it was like, I'm not just your husband kind of thing. That's the past energy that was there. But now I feel like we're on a even scale where we understand what each of us bring to this relationship, and I feel more of a friendship with these two. I know they did renew their vows already, I feel like they did, but I feel like that was such a fresh start for them, and I feel like now they have a friendship, whereas before I feel that may have been lacking. And we, you know, when you're with someone in a relationship, it's so important that you're friends. You know, yes, you are lovers and partners, but to have a friendship, that's so important, because that should be your best friend at the end of the day, who you can tell anything to, and you know, who you know has got your back. And so finally, I feel like it's taken them a long while to get there, and I feel like there was therapy and things that had to take place, but finally I do feel they've got there. Now, in Jay-Z's reading, the original one I did for him, I talked about how he wasn't a very emotive person and how he was quite cold, not cold, but he didn't express his emotions very well. He wasn't a very emotional person. I now see why that is, and here, yeah, there's, do you know what, Beyonce, Jay-Z is healing. And he's healing from some childhood trauma. If we look at the cards, we've got Five of Swords and Page of Cups. Five of Swords is a card that represents disagreement, conflict, trauma, upset. And Page of Cups is the beginning of an emotional journey. And I feel like this is the beginning of Jay-Z's healing. I feel like from a young age, he had to suppress and push down his emotions. And I feel like now it's coming up. And as, I don't know if he's 50, Spirit keeps saying 50, 50, 50 to me. But I feel like if he is 50 or if he's around that age, he's now being like, right, I'm at an age where I need to deal with this. And I feel like that's why his energy isn't really here, because I feel like his guides and his spirit team are protecting that because he's going through healing. I feel like Jay-Z had, you know, it has experienced some trauma in his childhood, which we know, that's no surprise. And it just meant that his emotional development was stunted slightly, which meant he couldn't express his emotions in a way he needed to. He wasn't brought up to express how he felt, which is why people, you know, people who are artists and musicians, that's why they tend to turn to that craft, because that's their way of expressing how they feel. But, you know, I can't see it coming down my eyes, so I've got to make this song cry. That explains amazingly Jay-Z's emotional state. But I feel like now it's come to a forefront, and it's like, okay, I have issues that I've been carrying from my childhood, because Page of Cups does represent youth, that I now need to face and deal with. And it's a time that he's healing, and I don't know if he'll ever share that with the world. I think it's something he might do in private, but this is all part of him becoming a better man and a better person, and well done for him for realising that. So I feel like now, honestly, we're going to really be talking about Beyonce, because I feel like that's Jay-Z's energy kind of done. That's where he is. So next is the Nine of Wands and the High Priestess. The High Priestess. Beyonce has got secret projects, and I'm drawn to the number 9. She may even have 9 secret projects this year. I feel like Beyonce is going to surprise us this year. I feel like it's going to be like, bam, look at bam, look at this, bam, look at this. Like every second I feel like she's going to be coming out with something new. I feel like Beyonce is going to be dropping stuff. I feel like she's got maybe possibly a new perfume coming out as well. Like I said, I feel like she's got a new line of clothing coming out. I see a new movie coming out for Beyonce, possible new music, lots and lots of stuff going on. And I feel like as we reach September, when we come to Beyonce's 40th birthday, I feel like there'll be one big project that she'll release, and it feels really exciting, and I feel really happy for her. She feels like she's buzzing and excited, and it feels good. And do you know what, like, there's not too much I can say about this. The energy has changed drastically. It just feels like they've matured so much as a couple. You know, these are two people that have been together for a long time. They've been through their trials and tribulations. They've shared what they wanted to share of that with the world. They've got children. They've got successful businesses. You know, I feel like this is now them moving into the part of their life where they begin to settle down. And I do feel like after this, I do see one more major film role, and I do think I talked about this before. I see Beyonce, I don't know if she's playing herself or whether there's a biopic of herself. I don't know if I've already said that, if there's a film being made about her journey and her life. do you know what? I think that's what it might be. I think Beyonce's got a film coming out about her journey from baby to now. I don't know if it's someone else playing her. I don't know if it's a documentary, but I do feel like she's got a life, like, not a Lifetime movie. It's not one of those cheesy ones. But I do feel like she's got a movie coming out about her, and about her story, which I would love to see. I think that'd be fascinating. But she's got a lot going on. The High Priestess represents secrets and things we do behind closed doors, and I feel like that's what she's been working on. She's been working on a lot of projects. And as we draw the reading to a close, we've got Justice and we've got the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups talks about, well, the Nine of Cups is the wishes fulfilled card. Whenever you see this card in a reading, it's a super positive one, and it means that your dreams are coming true. And I just feel like they've been through this up and down roller coaster, and I feel like now the roller coaster's coming to an end and things are starting to smooth out. And that's probably why I see them moving to this Caribbean island, because they're probably going to retire. Jay-Z, definitely. Jay-Z will be fine to work behind the scenes. I feel like Beyonce will never truly retire. Like I said, I see a lot of exciting new things coming up for her, but they're drawing me specifically to this big movie for her, which I do feel is something to do with her life and her artistry and her music. And I feel like that could be coming around her 40th birthday. The Justice card, I do see some kind of lawsuit, like I said, connected with Jay-Z. It may even be him who's suing someone else. But also as we connect with Justice, which is significant as the final tarot card, I'm always drawn to the scales and the sword. They have been able to find balance. You know, it hasn't been easy, but they've found the balance, and that's been their victory. That's what's basically cured and healed their relationship. And I don't feel like, you know, no relationship is always easy all the time, but they finally got to a place where, okay, we've healed it. We've definitely healed. As Beyonce said, if we're gonna heal, let it be beautiful. And finally, Beyonce, show the world the real you. Do you know what? I didn't connect the dots before, but yeah, I'm gonna say, you heard it here first, people. I'm gonna say Beyonce has a movie, what do they call it? Is it a biopic? A biopic coming out about her life. And I think it's going to do very well. Of course it will, because it's Beyonce. Show the world the real you. Yeah, lots of projects coming out this year for Beyonce, and something that is about her specifically. Documentary, biopic, film. But the energy feels good. The energy feels positive. Look out for the project coming for Blue. I do still feel that strongly coming through. Jay-Z's on his own kind of retreated road of healing. I don't feel like we're going to see a lot of Jay-Z for a little while, to be honest, because like I said, he's taken a step back. But this is Beyonce's time. This is, you know, even though it's always Beyonce's time, but this is a real good time for her, and I feel like she's got a really exciting year coming up. So I do hope you enjoyed that reading, lovelies. If you did, please do remember to hit a lovely thumbs up. Remember to subscribe if you did enjoy the video, and if you haven't already, see you soon for another video. Bye, lovelies.